What's up, sitters? This is Joey Edge along with Chris Martinez.
What's good? I took yours.
Sorry, yeah. Well, I didn't know because I'm not the one that normally does that. Tyler, had
Yeah.
a baby.
Had a baby, man.
You got a little stick on your hat up here.
I had one on my shoulder. I thought it was a bug on my neck.
Oh, that was
I
bad.
almost freaked out on
Yeah,
live.
yep. I'm glad you didn't. I am glad you didn't.
You all just
Oh.
got a show, man.
I am glad you did not freak out there.
About came out in the shirt and all.
Oh man. Anyways,
What's up, man? How are you?
man, I'm good. I am great, actually. I am great. I'm happy for Tyler. He's Michelle and the baby. Everybody's good.
Yep.
Tyler's doing well, so everything's right there. And
Yes.
yeah, right now everything is where it needs to be. So
Absolutely. Shout out to Tyler and Michelle.
absolutely.
I'm not gonna give the baby's name away. I don't think they've done that yet publicly.
Yeah, I don't know that they have. So
We know though. We know.
yeah,
Allegedly.
we're privy to that information,
Yeah.
but
Shout out to Tyler, man. Healthy
Yeah.
baby, healthy mom's always all you can ask for.
absolutely, 100%.
Yep.
Yep. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well, man. You hate whenever like a season ends.
You do.
Like it's tough. But you really realize how much time you spend mentally as well as like physically in that location. Or in that headspace, if you will. Like, it's crazy, Joe. You hear this all the time. People have all the answers when they're watching, right? They'll watch a game. Oh, they need to do this or that. I promise, between our staff, like the amount of hours that we work on it, and then away from the facility, like I may be at home, but my brain is still like, what about this situation, this scenario, boom, 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 boom. So right now I don't have any of that. So I don't want to say free,
Right.
because that's not the right word, but it's nice to have a little bit of time to like relax and be at home.
It's kind
Like
of
extra present. I'm always present.
Right.
I'm always present, but not like extra present. So
It's kind of weird though, right? Like
Yeah.
those first few days, it's like, man, what am I supposed to do now? Like,
but I just today I had to make a to-do list.
Yeah.
Yesterday I just kind of like chilled and played with the kids, but
Yeah.
today I was like, all right, we got some things some things that got put on the back burner and need to be addressed. Like
Right.
I got some like work to do at my house, so I'm about to get busy, man.
Yeah.
But you hate it, but it's like a nice time of year to be available.
Yeah, for sure. Wish you wish you guys would have made it a couple more rounds and got to play in Thanksgiving time and all that, because that's
Yes.
always the best. But
That's always the goal.
honestly, man, St. Augustine was really good. They were really good. Like, people asked me, somebody asked me yesterday, what happened? St. Augustine happened.
Yeah, dude, I almost got on someone's behind earlier today.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm at my job. They're like, it was an adult. It wasn't a kid. The kids always talk trash. They try to get a rise.
Right.
Whatever. You're a child. But an adult was like, I was really pissed off Friday night. I was like, you too? Huh? You too? You were too, huh? Like, yeah, well, what happened? I'm like, well, they were held to their lowest points again this year.
Yeah. So
The
their two
first-
lowest point outings were Columbia.
Yeah, 27 and 28. We did some things that we couldn't afford to do on defense, and we took the ball away three times, took the ball away 3 times, had 2 fourth down stops. So technically, in our eyes, that's 5 takeaways. They're just really good. They're really freaking good, man. They got a kid that's going to wherever he wants, Ohio State, LSU, a receiver. Another one that's going to UCF. Another one's going to Coastal Carolina. Quarterback's going to South Florida. Running back's going to Troy. Linemen are going where they want to go. Like, okay, like this is a very good football team. Very well coached. I mean,
That was another key. Like, first of all,
very well coached. Very, very well coached.
they're very, very well coached. I said that.
Shout out to St. Augustine's staff. They're
Yeah.
very good.
I said that on the radio several times, that you could tell those guys are well coached, and that you can tell they have bought into what they're being coached.
Very much so.
That's a very obvious thing. Whenever the first time I saw that whenever they were here, when they were right down the road, right down there, in week 5, I think it was, or 6, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You could tell that then, but it was very evident on Friday night that they were bought into everything that they were doing, and they were, like you said. I mean, or like I said too, they're just good, man.
Really quick, because we're going off high school football. We know that's not what you came here for, but
Nah.
we are going to get to college and NFL and all the news, like sport. We have actually a really full show.
Yeah.
It's really cool stuff for the Gator fans. So Gator fans, if you're here, stay. If your buddies are not here, need to join, because we have some pretty like fun conversation about Florida and what they have going on presently. But one thing about St. Augustine, Joey, a couple things actually, but I'll say the bad part first. I guess that's a bit of a compliment, but they knew that our linebackers, once they read run, would trigger.
Yeah.
Which I take that as a compliment. Like, they read run, they're going to get downhill because they're going to try and hit you on your side of the line of scrimmage. That's how we coach. That's how we train. That's how I want them to play. However, they took advantage of that and RPO'd us to death. Now, they had linemen downfield.
Right.
That's never going to get called. You
Right.
know what I mean? I'm not even going to ask for that call. That's not going to happen. But what we did do, Joey, so then, okay, the natural thing is you can't play zone. Okay, I said LSU, Ohio State, UCF, and Coastal Carolina with a South Florida quarterback commit. So it's like, okay, well, let's play man to man. You can't live in man to man either because you may not necessarily like those one-on-one matchups everywhere. So then they pick and chose where they had the one-on-one matchup. So it's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. You can't sit in man. You couldn't be in zone when it was an RPO. But unfortunately, I don't know when it's RPO or when it's not.
Well, it's an RPO a lot.
Everything is RPO for them.
Literally.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
they just did a really good job. But the compliment was they knew that linebackers were going to be aggressive.
Right.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to match up frequently enough in man-to-man to do that for a full game. And then we were able to play Z Jones, our receiver, some on defense. He started cramping in the second quarter. I said, "Oh God,
Yeah.
it's over for you." Because if you're playing defense and you're cramping, then I'm getting cussed out because
Right.
you can't play offense. So we had to quickly move on from that plan, which we did have the plan, weren't able to execute it. But the very end of the game, I think we had another interception late in the game, and their coach, you could hear him on the sideline, said, and he used some different words, but he said, "Those guys they're still playing. Y'all better get your crap together.
Yeah.
They're still playing. There's 2 minutes to go. We're down 28. We're not going to win." But
Right.
the kids never quit.
No, they didn't.
And so
I
that's
agree with
one thing that got like not a silver lining because there is no such thing. But I commend the group because it's been really easy all year to quit. And at no point in the year did they ever quit.
Right, 100%. I 1,000% agree. They played really hard all night long. I will say that without question.
Yep.
So real quick, because I went down on the field as quickly as I could. Obviously, Benton, being a senior
Yeah.
last game.
Yeah.
I probably cut the radio a little shorter than I needed to, but I truly didn't care in that moment. I needed to be there for Benton. But on my way down, I was talking to honestly I don't know who it was. It was somebody in a St. Augustine, like it was a staff member. I don't
Right.
know. He could have been the head coach, could have been the OC. I have no idea who it was. But he was standing on about the 50-yard line and just kind of standing there looking around or whatever. And I start walking across, and I said, "Congratulations, coach. Good job on the win." And he looked at me and he said, "You guys are really fucking good."
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, well, I appreciate that. I don't really have anything to do with it other than my son plays and I do the radio or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he was very complimentary of the D line.
Yeah.
He said, "I promise you this: we will not play a better 4 than the 4 that we played tonight."
Yeah.
He said that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So no matter what, we've played the best we're going to play. Period.
Yeah.
And I was like, he actually said about 41 and 44 specifically.
Yeah.
He said if either one of those two was 6'3", they could play in the NFL tonight.
I don't know about the NFL, but absolutely can play college football at a very, very high level.
Yeah.
Very, very high level. And probably the league, honestly. Like
Yeah.
both of them are really, really good.
Yeah,
and
that's-
then you don't have Underwood and you don't have Aiden.
Right. Yeah.
That hurts. You know what I mean?
It does.
In that game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought it did, but it is what it is.
It is what
And,
it is, man.
Happy for you guys. Proud of y'all. Y'all fought hard as a staff and as a program. So Columbia High School is going in the right direction, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. You know what else goes in the right direction?
Tell me what else.
JW weaponry.
Always.
Always.
Never
Those
misses.
folks, they don't miss. Like what that meme, they just don't miss.
Just don't miss.
John Boy does not miss. The folks over there do a fine job. He hires a very good staff. He now has more free time, so he'll be there. So go see him. Go see anything that you need.
Yeah.
Ammunition, gun, layaway. If you need to get something transferred to there from somewhere else, we don't recommend that, but they do that as well. It's that time of year. Go
Yeah.
see him. Joey, if you can't go see him, there's a number. What number should you call?
We're going to need to call 386-243-8587. 386-243-8587.
Yeah, go see him.
Seriously.
Jamie mentioned in the chat, Gators are back. I kind of agree, unfortunately. Our boy Steinrook. No, his baby's name is not Bo. Can confirm that.
On baby Bo? Nah. Hey, let's do that right quick. Let's like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, send this to a friend, tell them to hop in, send it to a Gator fan, tell them to hop in
Yeah, it's gonna be fun for Gator fans
because we
tonight.
bike.
So bike.
We so bike.
and I hate it. I hate it. Can't even deny it.
Oh, that's funny. You want to go to the pick'em first? Let's do the standings.
Yeah, standings first.
Yep.
Standings first. I think we all went 2-2. Really tough
Yep.
to read that.
All went 2-2. I am 18-22 on the year. Tyler is 17-23, a game behind me, and Christopher is 26-14.
I'll take that. I need a really strong week in my college football pick'em. I need a really strong week.
Well, just do what you say here, and you should be on par with that.
Yeah, you got to pick 20 games though. It's tough.
It's a little different. Different. So we're gonna have before we get going.
Yes.
No Tyler here tonight, obviously for obvious reasons.
Outstanding job right
Thank
now.
you. I
Stellar,
appreciate
though.
that. But we don't have Charleston Southern, and we don't have Indiana,
And that's okay.
and that's my fault because I don't know how to do that. Tyler's going to teach me that. That's going to happen. He just has not done it yet. So, yeah, just know that this right here, you can't see that, but that's Charleston Southern, and that right there that's Indiana, right next to Ohio State.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Yeah,
it. We'll tell you what it is when we get there.
Absolutely. Let's go to Indiana at Ohio State first.
Yes, I love that. I'll go first. I think that's probably right. Ohio State is getting 13.5.
Giving.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, giving.
Indiana is getting.
Yeah.
Let me do a little quick peek here.
Little quick
peek.
Little quick research here. We don't have
Yeah.
Tyler. Is Tyler still in the chat? Tyler, we love and miss you too, buddy. Cavs rolling tonight after tough loss. First loss of the year for the Cavs, right?
They were previously undefeated.
Yeah, 15-0 Cavs.
Indiana. I'm gonna go Indiana mainly because of Amari Farrell. I'm be honest with you. If I was actually, I'm going to Indiana. You can write it down. If I was to place a wager, allegedly, I'm buying a point, or I'm taking it at 14.5.
Yeah.
I don't like the 13.5. That's two touchdowns and you lose the potential pick. So I would, if I was going to wager, I'd buy a point, make it 14.5. But I'm going to go Indiana here. I believe in the boys, man. Where are you at?
There's a couple of things. I despise the noon kickoff for huge games.
For Fox.
For a top 5 matchup, two top 5 teams.
Big noon Saturday.
To be on Fox at noon is
terrible.
the most. I wouldn't go to those schools for that reason.
It's
I would
tough.
not go to Ohio State because I don't want to play at 11 freaking o'clock on a Saturday morning in the biggest game of the year.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I mean, I get why they don't want to compete with the SEC and the ABC primetime game or whatever. I get it.
Okay,
I get
but
it.
who are you watching in this scenario?
This game.
Flex that crap to 3:30 or 7.
Yeah, I'm
One of
watching
those two.
Ohio State, Indiana.
Because it doesn't matter who else is playing at those times. This week,
Yeah,
I'm watching that game.
I agree with you.
It is a travesty for those kids. It boggles my mind how they have not done anything about that yet. Anyways, I see this game going one of two ways. It's either going to be Ohio State by 40, or it's going to be a very, very close game throughout.
I'm sorry, my face. I just looked at both of the Florida and Florida State lines, and they're both god awful. Sorry, we'll get there. Those are so bad. But yeah, let's go. Sorry.
So I'm going to go with Indiana simply because I like Amari Farrell. That kid is good. He's
Dang right.
he is, I mean, really good.
Columbia kids don't
They don't bust.
bust.
They don't bust. I had a Jaden Robinson. Billy Napier talking about Jaden Robinson.
I think we should try the audio.
We will try the audio. I'm not going to do it now, obviously, but
No,
but it just goes to that point that
Yeah.
you just said. Columbia kids don't bust.
No, just give them a chance.
Just give them a chance. They don't bust. Period. They're from Columbia's a program that works like a college.
They be careful here. They will tell you, our kids will tell you that our workouts at times can be harder than what they do currently. And some of that's limitations and restrictions from the NCAA, but some of that isn't either. So
Some of that is hard work.
yeah, they'll tell you that.
You know where BA played? Coach Allen. You know where Coach Brian Allen played?
Yeah, I know.
Played at Florida State. Then you know where he played?
Yeah.
Played in the league. Probably knows a thing or two. I don't know. Anyways,
Definitely gonna train
yeah, for sure.
Indiana. I'm sure Tyler's going to Indiana as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and write that in.
Yeah.
I feel confident in that. I think he's going to go Indiana as well. So then we got Ohio State loses their starting center for this game. That's good. That's a good nugget.
Wow, I did not know that.
I did not either. That's
And I'm glad I'm on Indiana. Appreciate that, Pops. Hard hitting right there.
That's right. That
Dang.
is right.
Let's go.
Sorry, that's in Texas.
Kentucky at Texas.
Yep.
Texas is giving 20.5.
Yeah.
Joey, I'm gonna go Texas here. I know I don't necessarily have to go first again, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going Texas here, and I probably would take an alternate line. I like them by like 27.5.
The same Kentucky team that went to Ole Miss and won?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. They won by 3 points. And we'll talk about Ole Miss in a minute. I'm not a believer.
I'm going to go with Kentucky. Not because I think they're going to cover, but I have to try to pick up a game somewhere.
Not really. You just need to still just beat Tyler.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not here to finish second. I'm not here to cover the spread.
I love it.
I'm here to win. Okay. So we're gonna try to pick up some games and win.
I love it.
You want to go to Florida State Charleston?
Yeah, right now, right freaking now.
The backup center was their
Look at this,
bro. Nuggets everywhere right now.
I love it. But if he's the backup now, that means he got beat out. So.
But maybe the other kid was just that good.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
incredible. A step down at center.
How do y'all know that?
I don't. How is center?
What do y'all do for a day job?
How is center knowledge at Ohio State? It's insane. I love it though. The centers are knowledgeable. We better be buttoned up.
I am so impressed with what's going on in the chat right now. Good Lord.
Let's go to Charleston Southern coming to Tallahassee.
All right. Charleston Southern getting 33.5 points. That's disrespectful.
Huh?
Huh?
To Charleston Southern?
No. No, not to Charleston Southern.
Florida State hasn't scored 33.5 points this year.
Combined. I hear you.
No, God almighty. Give me Charleston Southern plus 33.5. Are you serious? Terrible.
Kid that got hurt transferred from Bama. What the? I did not know that Austin was about this life with the centers. I did not know it.
Either.
I did not know it, but I am so pumped to find out.
Charleston Southern is getting 33.5? No way.
For the moment, just for the moment, I'm not a big Charleston Southern fan. So.
Oh, me either. No, me either. I don't like them. They're great people at Charleston Southern. Sorry, I'll be quiet. They probably need to be. You don't have to be.
They could be. They could be great people. All they got to do is pull that trigger back one time. Pow! Throw that off.
They get a lot better, wouldn't they?
They can't get worse. They're 1-10.
Jamie, 21. They need 33. They need 34.
Yeah, but they're the only team in FBS or FCS that hasn't scored 21 in a game this year.
Florida State is? Mm-hmm. So why the hell is that number 33.5? That's my point.
Because Charleston Southern is 1-10 this year.
They're what?
1-10.
1-10. Read Whalen's comment.
They do the triple option. They're scoring over 33.5. Who's they?
I sure to God don't
think
they're going to score 33.5. Did you just tell us Florida State's running a new offense?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what's going on in this chat right now.
You're getting insider heat right now. I ain't going to say what the man said, but Tyler, if we need to delete that, we need to probably delete that. I don't know. But, no, I think Charleston Southern don't run the triple, do they?
No. No, they
if
don't.
Florida State comes out running
the
triple.
They didn't at one point.
No,
I do know that.
Coach likes Benton.
I watched 2 of their games this year just to see. They don't run the triple. They didn't. They may have started it. Maybe that's why they're worse.
Oh boy, let's get some clarification there, Mr. Fulford.
Okay, well I can't.
I'm still going the opposition.
He said no. The opposition.
What's the comments not showing?
I don't know. This is bothering me. This is all froze up. No, it ain't.
No, it isn't. It's not moving. All right, we'll keep it moving.
We just haven't moved.
Who are you taking? I'm going Charleston Southern.
No, I'm going Florida State.
I can read it.
I'm going Florida State. I think that they're just 33.5 points better. Even if they don't throw the ball, they don't have to throw the ball one time.
I just can't see them getting there. But I love it. But for clarification, Whalen says no. Charleston Southern is running the triple. Great. We nice and banged up for Florida. Love that.
I don't think they hit hard enough to get banged up.
Yeah, you cut the knees. It doesn't really matter. Maybe play the young guys. All right. You want to do Ole Miss, or you want to do some things before we do Ole Miss?
Oh, there we go. We're bike. No, we can do Ole Miss if you want to.
You go first since I went first.
Are we picking it right now?
I mean,
10.5 is incredible.
it's at home.
It's a noon game, though. That hurts.
No, it doesn't. It hurts Ole Miss. The Swamp will be rocking. It was just rocking like crazy for LSU, and I know it's LSU, and I know it's a night game.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a lot of momentum in Gainesville right now.
A ton.
It will be packed to freak out, and it will be loud. It will be loud.
It will be loud, but it
It
won't
will
be.
not
It
be
won't
a-
be 7 o'clock loud.
It won't be. I don't know.
Gators
Yeah,
among
I'm
the
there.
lions.
I'm with you.
Here we go.
No, I am. I
Here
am.
we go.
I am honestly. Florida wins outright, and the 10.5 seems outrageous. That line is bad. That line's bad.
That line's horrid, which makes me assume
Yeah.
that they know something that I don't.
I agree with
do
that.
think Florida's secondary being banged up is not good. If the front can create some sort of pressure, I think so. My opinion on LSU is they're awful. I've said that from Jump Street.
Yes.
I don't think they're very good. I
I
don't
would-
think that Nussmeier's good. I think that anybody who said that he was top 5 going like a top 5 quarterback in this year's class is outside of their mind. I just don't believe. I don't believe in Brian Kelly. I don't believe in what they're doing. Our 7 sacks last week was cute, but he held the ball forever. Now maybe the defense, maybe the secondary was playing great. I don't know. Maybe the scheme was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
No, y'all
I don't
right,
know.
but Florida has guys that get after the quarterback.
They're starting to.
34 gets after the quarterback.
That's what I was just about to say. That
Is it Gums?
Yep. The more that 34 is played,
Why doesn't he play all the time?
he's starting to play a lot
He
more.
needs to. Why does 15 get on the field?
Nobody knows.
Stop taking 10 and 29 and 6 off the field.
10 was hurt last game, but 6 and 29 should
Did
be on
10
the.
play some? I could have
No, he-
swore I saw him on the far sideline.
Nah, he was out.
Oh.
10 was out.
Okay, well, do not take 29 or 6 off the field.
I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Like, don't stop.
I'm okay with 5 being on the field. Graham.
Oh God.
We can rotate them in. We can rotate him in.
Yeah, five can play over 6 in my mind. Me personally.
Don't hate that. But 15 shouldn't.
No, we can go. Thanks for everything you've done.
I feel
You're a
like
great
he should
ambassador.
we're just there to get
Been
a
here
degree at this
forever.
point. Yeah.
You get meal, we'll feed you, we'll house you, room and board, whatever classes you want to take. But buddy, you can't play a meaningful snap.
Yeah.
Not whenever you have that behind them
No.
or ahead of them.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. 21 should stay off the field for life. Yeah. Big Dez.
Oh, yeah, he's bad.
The defense is just bad when he's on the field. Period.
Yeah, they
But
don't
with
have
all
to
that
block
said,
him.
Chris, with all that said,
Yeah, go pick it. Let's go.
the banged up secondary,
Okay.
the weird line in Vegas. Give me Ole Miss minus the 10.5.
Can't take that call right now. It's head ball coach. He'll understand.
Yeah, probably don't want to. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Marty, yes, 21, bad.
Bad.
But yeah, so give me Ole Miss minus 10.5. That's where I'm at.
Really? You don't actually believe that though. You're just trying to get a game.
No, like I said, I feel like it's a weird line. The line is weird. Yes,
The line is weird.
we can all agree to that.
Yeah, by it's a touchdown off, in my opinion.
How often is Vegas a touchdown off?
Not hardly.
Not
ever.
hardly ever, right? Especially this late in college football. Right now is their prime time for college football. Right now is their prime time for the NFL.
Yeah,
You
they're
you
sharp right now.
Yeah, you can get some in college basketball
Yeah.
right now. Them lines might not be. All they do right now in college basketball is find Ken Palm and see what it says. Let's go to that.
Yeah.
That's what they do in college basketball right now.
Couple comments. Jamie said, Big Dez gets through the O-line, but can't do anything else after that. Once their running back or quarterback makes a move, guy fall on his face multiple times. Yeah, and that just shows up because he's 450 pounds and he's in the backfield and they show the replay. That's why. But it's not often. Ole Miss gets their stud receiver back. Might be why the line is high. Austin, we need to get you on the show, honestly.
I agree.
You just come sit in. Let's talk ball one time. Florida State week would be a great time.
I agree.
Next week, we'd love to have you.
Yep.
Because
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, this is
Right.
where you should be anyways.
Yeah, Austin, did we used to hang out the night before Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving Eve?
Club Applebee's?
I don't know if he was there.
Question mark? I wasn't.
Oh, I was. I don't know, but I feel like I think maybe Austin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we did.
Also, don't incriminate yourself though.
No, you don't say where.
Well, everybody knows where.
No, not necessarily. We bounced around.
After Club Applebee's, yes.
Yes.
Everybody went to Club Applebee's first.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I don't know why.
Freaking highlight.
It was so weird.
Ah, there it is. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. Couldn't wait to eat Thanksgiving lunch.
You want to go back to LSU for a minute? Can we talk about LSU for a minute?
Absolutely. Let's go back to those.
Did you watch that game?
Absolutely. Every play.
Did you? That's good. Good
I did.
job. What'd you think? What was your thoughts?
I thought Florida absolutely dominated the game. I love watching that attacking style defense that they play. I thought Florida played extremely hard. I've been saying this, and we've been saying it on the show. Florida right now is playing extremely hard, very much so bought in. They understand what they're being asked to do, and it shows up because they're playing extremely fast. Like they're chasing stuff down. And I'm like, you watch the play develop, and like it has a chance, and then out of nowhere, somebody comes screaming and makes the tackle. So I think they're tackling very well, but more than that, I just think they're playing extremely fast, very aggressive and fast and physical.
Yeah.
At whatever their job is, whether it be rushing the passer or I think you have to get 21 and 15 off the field. I understand they're banged up in the back end, but the front that covers up a lot of that.
It does. Definitely does. I really like where the defense is right now. And I don't know where they are again. Well, I mean, I think we'll find out more Saturday. I think so the teams we've beat this year,
Probably so.
the teams Florida's beat this year, Mississippi State, UCF, Samford, LSU. I just don't think
When
any
you
of them
say it like that, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
and then the teams you lost to, Miami. Now they're really good.
Miami's really good.
Texas A&M, they're really good.
They're pretty good.
Tennessee, really good.
Yeah.
And then Georgia, really good.
So it's like a tale of two tapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think Saturday will be a telltale to see how close we are to being like there. For next year, obviously not this year, but you know, if you keep everything intact, like allegedly is going to happen, you sign a top 15 class, leave some.
Oh, they will.
Leave some room for the transfers, which allegedly is going to happen.
Yeah.
They have a plan. I don't think they're gonna get many more high school kids. I don't think they want many more high school kids. I think they've got about 7 or 8 that
They're hot right now.
that they want, and that's if they get those guys, great. If not, then they'll find a replacement for those. But they are hot right now.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think this is Florida State. It's like I want to read Kui's comment because he's absolutely right. But I think it's a bit of a. You remember when Florida State went all in? Jordan Travis was supposed to be his last year, the 13-0 year.
Yeah.
They turned away high school kids that in hindsight they should have took.
Right.
Because when that class went, everybody's looking around going, well, who's next? And there was nobody next.
Right.
But they went all in at the opportunity to go win one. And who knows what would have happened? No one really knows. If Jordan Travis doesn't get hip, drop, tackle, then snap his freaking leg, they're in the playoffs, and then who knows what happens. But they did that. They turned high school kids away because they knew they could go get like Braden Fisks and pieces to plug and really take it to the next level.
Right.
It seems like that's kind of what Florida is right now, and I think that's a good
Kind
thing.
of.
I don't say that's a bad thing.
But I think that
the difference is Florida State was coming off of a 10-win season, 11-win season.
Yeah.
Florida's not going to get there.
No, but I do think
It's a
that
much
Florida's
harder
created
schedule.
a base.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
I
you.
think the culture right now, and we talked about that with Florida State at that time, like the culture right now, I really do believe is as good as it's been in a while.
It's very healthy in Gainesville right now.
It really
At
is.
least it feels like it from the outside.
Right. Yeah.
Winning.
No, I think it is on the inside too. I'm pretty positive of that. I don't have like that. I haven't talked to somebody that literally plays, but I have talked to people that are in that room a lot.
Yeah.
And they say that the culture and the buy-in is that's real. That's not a facade. That's not fake.
It shows up.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you
it
can't
absolutely
fake,
does.
You can't fake effort and caring, and like they're not faking that. Kui did say this about Lagway. I'd like to get to Lagway in a minute, but he said Lagway is extremely good as well because I know we're talking about the defense side of the ball. But he did throw 3 interceptions throughout the game that were dropped. There was one that was really, really bad early. That if the kid catches it, he's falling down. So, but it's at the 30.
Right.
They're going in.
Yeah.
It turns into like it's like a 14-point swing.
Right.
Because Florida goes and scores like on an absolute dime. I mean, incredible. An incredible throw. You want to read Austin?
I'm going to try to. What do you think about Florida D giving up 13 of 24 on third down? Very concerned over here. Lots of third and real long, too, from Jamie mentioned.
So being that it's third and real long is great. You love having somebody in third and real long.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to get them off the field on third down. That's the one area that, like, a point of emphasis for us at Columbia High School this year was third down, and we had the best percentage that I've ever had in my life on third down. It's
pretty impressive.
Less than 30%, 29%. Offenses were 29% efficiency. We were 71% efficient on third down, which is like insane.
Yeah.
Over the course
Top
of
tier.
an entire year.
Right.
Yeah.
11 games.
Yeah. So that was really that was a huge point of emphasis. So you've got to win because you have to give the offense the ball back.
Right.
You have DJ Lagway and company over there. You've got to turn them over, limit your snaps, and so you're not playing as many snaps on defense, and you're giving that offense the ball back. Like, it's very important to do that. So I understand that.
Trav.
Yeah, big Trav, man. I seen him Friday night.
Nice.
But that is a concern.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to win the games that you want to win with operating like that. But you hope they fix it.
Swamp was electric, though. It was cool being back for LSU. 3 straight years of seeing the Tigers lose in person. Ha! That's pretty quality.
Yeah.
So if you show up, the Tigers lose. Is that what you're saying?
Don't come to any football games. Columbia High School.
Yeah, well, that's true. LSU. It's only LSU.
Yeah, sure.
You could. No, because he came to the Fort White Columbia game in the spring, and Columbia won that one.
It's close.
Well, it's close, but wins are wins.
We'll take them.
But yeah, listen, let's get to the offensive side of the ball.
Before we do that, Joey,
talk to me.
We're about you mentioned earlier on Twitter. I saw this that you have a goat for the University of Florida. You said that.
I did.
I don't know how many like code reds you had at the time. I don't know. That doesn't
Probably
matter
three.
to
It was
me.
probably 3 or 4 deep at that point.
Yeah, I love it. You're going to still have to stand on that.
I'm
but
going
you know
to.
who is the GOAT sports store
Tell me.
of Lake City, Florida? That song was so good. It was so good.
It was good because you teased who you were talking about.
Yeah. Who is the greatest sports store in all of the land?
It's obviously Brian Sports.
Brian Sports.
Brian
Simple.
Sports is the GOAT.
Jesus.
He's our DJ Lagway. Brian Sports is Lake City's DJ Lagway. Let's just call it how it is.
Yeah.
I got to play golf with Brian today. We had a phenomenal
Did you
time.
really?
Yeah, me, Brian, Shane, and JT drove down from Auburn, and we played up at Kinderloo and Valdosta, and man, we had a blast. Didn't score great. Not the front nine. The back nine I played really well, but listen, just being around Brian just makes my day better. I got to ride up and back with him. And
He's a great person.
And we just me and him talking, and it was as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Because that's just who he is.
Yeah.
You literally can't beat the person, and the sports store just goes right along.
I was
with
gonna say
that.
he's built a heck of a store as well.
Yeah.
Talk about having a base and really doing a great job for years and years and years and years and years. 20-something, 30-something years.
I think it's 30
believe.
now.
It's insane. Serving
Right.
the community. It's close. 20 to 30 years. We'll get an exact
25.
number. 25 is insane.
No,
2
no, it is
centuries.
30. It's absolutely 30.
3
Because he
centuries.
started whenever he was 20. But yeah, so definitely.
What number, Joey? What number can they call?
Yeah, give Brian a call at 755-0570. That's 386-755-0570. If you need shirt, hat, any apparel, shoes, whatever, give him a call. He'll be able to hook you up, guaranteed.
Love it. Love it. So you have a really cool picture of your
my goat?
Of your goat.
Of my goat? Oh, my God.
That's so cold.
That's,
I hate it.
is that the coldest picture you've seen in a while, though?
Gator.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cold, man.
I might leave this up here for the
Yeah,
rest
no,
of the show.
do that actually, please.
I'm really, you can still see you a little bit.
That's okay. I'll be out of the frame.
All right, let me,
Yeah, you can make it bigger. That's what she said.
anyways, listen, that right there, that guy, number 2, that's my goat at the University of Florida. Forever and ever. Right now, it doesn't matter. It was a good code red. I have to buy all the code reds right now because apparently it's going to be banned soon. So
Yeah.
I gotta get as many as I can get in.
Make America healthy again.
That's right.
That's what the guy said.
Don't feel bad. Saw Big John hit an 85 at the Lou and Smolt shoot 87 there also. That was a little worse than that. I think that was a 91.
That's a
today.
really cool picture, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So you want to talk about like a swamp being right? Like that's the swamp. Like if you're a Gator fan in the chat, coming from a Seminole fan, like the swamp is right. Gainesville is right. I don't know that Napier is the answer, but I no longer know for sure that he's not, Joey.
Here's the thing, man. No matter what, regardless of if he's the man or not, he's got two on his side.
Yeah.
And right now, that's
So he's got at least 2 more years.
yeah. He's got two on his side for 2 years. So he's got a 2-year window now. I think that's opened up.
I think you're right.
I think some things do have to change. I do think things have to change. I think he's got to understand the game better as far as like managing it. I don't think he manages the game very well
Billy?
still. Yeah, Billy.
agree.
But like I said, I am so bought into DJ Lagway and his ability to change the game.
Is Florida? What are they right now? 5-5?
They have to be 5-5.
Yeah. Are they 5-5 with Graham Mertz at quarterback?
No.
They're not, right?
No.
I agree. They're not. I totally agree.
I think, and not because Graham's not good enough to be that. I think he can be a 500 quarterback in the SEC with Florida at Florida. I do think that, but
Do they beat LSU with Graham Mertz?
I just don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't.
There
think,
were a couple of throws that
here's-
DJ Lagway made that he had to make that Graham Mertz does not make.
He just can't.
I agree.
There's not many that can, but
No,
Graham's not one of them.
I agree with that.
But I think it's not just the ability to play quarterback that gets me with DJ. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's talk about your GOAT a little bit. Let's dive into it.
Yeah, because I
I'm
truly
not gonna
believe
give you
this.
20 minutes of it, but I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Yeah, I don't. So it's a little tongue in cheek, right? Obviously, he can't be the GOAT yet, but if the trajectory stays the way it is, he's really good. Like as a freshman, as an 18-year-old freshman, the way he commands not just the offense, the way he commands the team, the way he commands the room that he steps into.
Yes.
The way the entire stadium believes that Florida can win a football game as long as two's playing quarterback.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened in a long time at the University
I'm
of
gonna
Florida.
tell you this, and I don't want to keep making these comparisons because I know Gator fans are not gonna like it, but is it similar to the Jordan Travis thing? Like we needed him, and he's better. I'm saying he's a better thrower of the football than Jordan Travis.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But we needed Jordan Travis, the Seminoles, in the worst way when he came around. We had to have something to hold on to. I think Graham Mertz wasn't bad. I'm not taking anything away from him.
Mm-mm.
But you, the Gator fan base, in my opinion, and y'all are in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right. You really needed something like a generational type talent, a top 5 quarterback in the university, in the history of the university, potentially.
I don't think it's potential right now.
Okay,
think he's there.
I'm leaving myself a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, you should.
I haven't had enough code reds yet, but top 5, like you needed that, and in a
100%.
very like tough time for the University of Florida, like athletically, in football specifically, like you really needed it, and he's been as advertised, if not more.
I think
and he's
he's
a
more.
true freshman. I agree.
I think he's
So-
more than advertised. Go ahead. Sorry. I didn't cut you off.
No. That and that's pretty much it. I think the program, the fan base, the university needed DJ Lagway so bad.
Yes.
And he's been what you hoped he would be plus some. Florida State, whenever Jordan Travis came around, we needed something, like Jamie mentioned, just said it, needed something to believe in. We needed a signal caller. We needed that bad.
Yes.
And he was that. He was loved by everyone, commanded the room. He wasn't an alpha in that sense, but he was a very good leader.
Yeah.
And an exceptional football player. DJ Lagway, I feel like it's the same type of situation, and like a great guy too. That you don't gotta worry about. No offense to like Cam Ward,
Right.
He hasn't done anything. But he's not like the same type of guy.
Yeah, maybe not.
Like
I don't.
off the
I like.
field.
I don't mind Cam though. Like I.
What about Cam Newton? What about Cam Newton?
Yeah, we ain't talking about.
Or like Johnny Manziel,
I'm gonna give you a Cam Newton
or
comparison.
like Baker.
I'm gonna give you. Yeah. A little bit of a wild.
Wild card.
Yeah, a little bit of a
this
wild
guy
card.
is very much so buttoned up.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Jordan
on
Travis
this.
was too. Like,
Yeah, no,
they're
100%.
very like.
Yeah, respected by everybody around him. Like not gonna
Correct.
do the
Like-
the worst, or
Like on
anything
Friday
bad
and
off the
Saturday
field.
night, they may be reading the Bible in their
Right.
room, not out
Right.
and about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
For
what
sure
we
that.
get.
So my thing with DJ, like you said, he gives you hope. He gives you something to hang on to. He gives you that. What if?
Yeah.
Like what if this is the guy? And we have, like I said, I don't think we've had that since Tebow. Like I'm trying
For sure.
I'm trying to think
at
of
that
somebody
position,
else.
At that position.
Even in any position. I mean, Tebow and Percy together with Brandon Spikes. I mean, you had 3 of them that
Yeah, at the same time.
at the same time. That was
That's how
like
you win national championship.
yeah, he's hitting back to back or 2 out of 3. But this is why I said that the other night. This is why I said he's my GOAT personally right now.
Let's hear it.
As of now, as a freshman, he's everything that you like. You said everything that you want him to be. He's Tebow's leadership without the antics. You don't have to worry about yelling and crap like that. Like he's not going to do all the extra stuff.
I kind of like it, but I understand where you're coming from.
You like the yelling? I don't mind it.
I hated it, but
no, I don't.
if he
It's not
played
that I
Florida
mind
State,
it.
I would love it.
It's not that I mind it, but
It's the extra.
outsiders may say that's a show.
Yeah, of course.
People in that locker room knew Tebow was genuine with that.
meant that.
Right.
Yeah, he
But
felt that way.
but others and the NFL circles
You're
too
right. Yeah.
thought that that's kind of a show. It's more about me. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, good point. Very good point. Noted.
So DJ
Uh-huh.
is that kind of leader without the antics, without the sideshow, without all that stuff. When he threw that first touchdown, the back shoulder ball to Badger, and he walked off the field. He walked off the field in a manner of not cocky, not arrogant. This is what I was supposed to do.
It's expected.
This is expected.
Hmm?
Y'all can have all that. That's cool. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna go back to that little tablet. I'm gonna look at it, see what I could do better, and then I'm gonna go out there the next time and I'm gonna.
I think he was pissed off that he almost did a pick on that same drive.
Yes.
You need to go fix that.
That was my first thought was that was a good throw. I'm gonna go over here though. I'm gonna be here studying.
Yeah, I love it.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
'cause it was
from
a
an
little bit
18-year-old freshman.
It's a little different coverage too.
Like I'm just saying. So the best leaders don't have to raise their voice to lead. 1,000%. I knew this kid was special against Samford whenever he was the leader of the huddle.
Yeah.
When he was the leader of the huddle of the team right before the game, I said, okay, he's different. He's different. Not third college game, first college start. He's different. He ain't like the rest of them. I'm telling you, he's not like the rest of them.
I agree.
So-
I'm gonna push back a little bit. Travis' comment: the best leaders don't have to raise their voice to lead. They don't have to.
But they can.
The best player on Travis Smith's team is one of the most emotional players that I've ever seen in my entire life, and he will raise his voice and act a fool and go crazy, and I love him for it.
Right.
But
Because it sometimes it is necessary.
that kid's like a natural spark.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah.
TK, everybody knows.
Yeah,
his
Trent
name.
Klein. Yeah, no, he ain't gonna yell at somebody, but don't let him make a TFL. He might break his hand on his helmet. Like that kid gets fired up, man. I love it.
Yeah.
But carry on.
But
'cause you're right.
So he's the leadership of Tebow. He's got the size almost of Cam.
Yeah.
He's got the arm of Grossman. You're talking about the best of the best at the University of Florida, and he's in one guy.
I agree.
I'm telling you, I maybe call me a
Stay
person.
healthy.
Call me a person that's a prisoner of the moment.
Prisoner of the moment.
Maybe I am a prisoner of the moment, but
Nah.
bro, he is.
I think that guy becomes your bell cow, and then everything becomes easier. It becomes easier to coach. It becomes easier to recruit in the portal and in high school.
You've already seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at some of the best receivers in the country in high school right now, and the one thing they're saying is, I might want to play with this DJ Lagway.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how easy it
you
is
have
to
to
recruit
throw the
that?
ball.
Yeah. Do you know how easy it is to recruit to recruit that?
Yeah. Especially when the NIL is top 3.
And like, just talk to DJ for about 5 minutes, and it sounds like you're gonna love him.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
man.
with you.
I hate having this much optimism about the future, especially with Billy Napier, because Travis said it earlier.
He said it again.
Not really. But with this guy, I am. It's not that I'm optimistic about the program. I'm optimistic about DJ Lagway. Like, he's different. DJ wins in spite of coaching.
Yeah.
That's why I said that the other night. That's why. Listen, 15 to 20% of the time, I will give Billy credit. He draws up some stuff that I'm like, man, that was a beautiful concept. Like, the concepts of those routes actually made sense. And then there's the other 70 to 80% of the time where I'm like, what's he doing?
Right.
Like, you're running a guy in motion and just taking him out of the play. He's never an option in the play because he goes to the sideline and chills. I just, oh man, I don't know. I like I said, I think that, despite the coaching, he's going to be so good that it's hard to beat the Florida Gators for the next few years.
I hate to agree.
Just wait till Jeremiah Smith comes home to play. Jeremiah Smith comes home to play with him. I don't see that happening.
How much money do y'all have?
It doesn't matter. Let me tell you why I don't see that happening. We've talked about this with Florida State. There's right now money and there's forever money.
Correct.
There's right now money, right?
Yep.
Right now money is what, 250,000? That ain't forever money. Even more if you want.
For him?
More. No, just in general.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremiah Smith, how much do you think he's going to command? Okay, $1 million. You know how long you can live off $1 million? About 2 years.
I could live off of it but I won't spend the way they spend.
Okay. How much do you think he's going to?
Your point is making
right.
Those are peanuts compared to the NFL contract.
Who develops players better, Billy Gonzalez or Brian Hartline?
Hartline.
Man, it's not even close.
He picked Hartline over everyone because of that reason.
But exactly.
So unless Hartline leaves, I'm with you.
He's going to get his money regardless, no matter what. It doesn't matter where he goes. He's going to get his money in the league regardless. Why wouldn't you want to develop, be a first-round pick,
right?
And then you don't have to worry about being developed in the league. You don't have to worry about, well, am I going to know this? Am I going to? No, you're going to know that because Brian Hartline's been there, done that, and he can coach. Right. Some guys have been there, done that, and they can't coach it. Brian Hartline obviously has been there, done that, can recruit it, and then can coach it.
And
he's proven that.
He only chose Ohio State because of Brian Hartline.
Yes.
The quarterback question was still like in flux at Ohio State. They didn't know who the heck the quarterback was.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's Hartline. I pray, Brian, I pray that doesn't happen.
I pray it does. Because I know we ain't recruiting. We cannot develop a kid from high school. I know that. I've seen that time and time again.
I agree.
Like there's so many guys on the roster right now. Marcus Burke, Jaquavion Fraziers, Andy Jean, Aiden Mizell. Are those guys getting developed right now?
No, sir.
No, they're not. Who's playing right now? DK, 5-year guy at Wisconsin or 5th year from Wisconsin. Badger, 4th-year guy from Arizona State.
Yeah.
Last year, Ricky Pearsall. Where did he come from? Arizona State. Like.
Yeah, Trey Wilson.
I mean, we can call him getting developed, but I mean, he's a physical freak.
Yeah.
Does he know how? Does he have a route tree right now?
Not at all.
Okay.
You're right. You said a lot yet.
So like, it's that time. We gotta. That's one of the people I think we gotta move on from. Give me not Billy G. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Anything else on Florida? I think we're good. We covered a lot of Florida. He's my goat still.
A lot of Florida.
DJ's my goat.
I know he is. It's a cool picture. Throw it up there one more time.
Sure will. I absolutely will.
It's actually pretty cool.
Bow.
That's dope. Yeah, that's cool.
That's face.
Really cool.
That's the face of I'm
stoic.
Yes.
G.
Love it. Love it.
See what Seminoles can do with him in a week.
I hope nothing.
Do
you want to talk about the Seminoles real quick? Or are we good?
Nah, we're good. I mean, I don't have any. I think they're gonna do everything they can to hire. Name just slipped my mind. Go offense.
At New Mexico State.
Yeah.
Marians.
Yeah. They're gonna do everything they can to hire him.
How do you feel about that?
I would love it. I think they need something. He'll command the control of the offense, and he'll get it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it.
Why?
As a Gator fan.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think that he. Have you watched their offense much? What did I say? I meant UNLV. I don't know what I said.
You said New Mexico State.
No, UNLV is what I meant.
Yeah, no, I don't watch a ton of
UNLV.
Las Vegas. No.
It's a touch gimmicky.
Oh, it's very gimmicky.
It's a touch gimmicky for me. But what I know that he will do very well in Tallahassee or Gainesville or any big job he gets is he's going to recruit. He will recruit.
Yeah.
Like I'm positive of that. He'll be able to recruit and he'll yeah. So that's half the battle.
Travis just nailed it. He is different. They need something different.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to come in that room and challenge Mike Norvell's offense. And I think it could be him.
Do you think it will be him?
No, not overly confident. You know who I do? I just had to look up his name to make sure I had it right. I'm not overly confident there. I know they've had a ton of interest, though. I do know that because they paid that position like 1.5.
Oof.
So there's money allotted for that.
All right.
I think the defensive coordinator, I think he made like 1.7. So there's money there, too. I'm gonna answer it in a minute, Travis. I think defensive coordinator, I want them to go get Tyler Santucci from Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
I said that last week. He's a name on the list. They can outpay Georgia Tech. Like they can go get him if they want to go get him.
Yeah.
If he decides he wants to leave, and I don't know why you wouldn't, but Yeah, I would love that. I don't know how great a recruiter he is, but he can coach X's and O's.
Yeah.
Then Travis asks, does Norvell let him run his offense because it's Norvell's show right now? Trav, I think you were a little bit late getting in, and that's okay. We understand it. But earlier there was a conversation had between Joey and Tyler, Joey and Jamie mentioned, and I wasn't even aware of this, but there's one team in FBS and FCS,
one
that has not scored 21 points this year.
Right.
That's Florida State.
246 teams or something like that,
And one hasn't done it.
and one hasn't done it.
I think you might have to let them have it. You might let anyone else have it.
Yeah.
Anyone else.
Anyone else?
I don't know. That's the conversation.
Any news on Alex Atkins? Where's he going?
No, I don't know. We'll find out how hot of a name that is. Have you heard anything?
Yeah.
What did you think? Gainesville?
Allegedly. All-field role.
Oh. I mean, so how valuable is that guy then?
So
If he's off,
this is just spitballing stuff here. My thought is they think Rob Sell's going to the league. He slides in and replaces him after that.
maybe. I mean, on vacation. Yeah, I think it's kind of been checked out for a little while. Alex Atkins, to be honest with you.
Seems like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we need.
It's a problem.
I honestly, if I was a Gator fan, I don't know that I would want that. You know what, developing players, golly, we haven't developed anyone.
1,000% what I said. I personally like Rob Sell. I know a lot of Gator fans are like, the offensive line's been terrible. But have they? Have they not gotten better year after year after year, game
Yeah,
after
I
game
was
after game
wrong.
throughout the
I
year?
thought they were going to be worse this year. They're better.
Yeah.
Not because the players are better.
I don't feel like the players are all that much better.
No, they're really not. Same guys, some of them.
That's what I was going to say. It's
That just got
literally
better.
the same guy. Yeah.
They just got better.
So I hope I don't have a problem with Rob Sell. I know he doesn't recruit anything. That's fine. Just coach what people recruit for you.
I think Alex Atkins does okay at recruiting, but not great.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Like, I think he's a likable guy,
Yeah, seems it.
but who do they land?
Obviously not much.
Right. Some of these guys
Or they
are
didn't-
like 4-year starters, and they never got better.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. Yeah. Either they didn't land the good ones or they didn't coach the good ones up. One of the two. And that still falls on.
Yeah, the guy that recruits them and coaches them.
I personally don't want it, but that's just the rumor, man.
Really? I mean, that'd be a little bit of a slap in the face from Florida to Florida State, which is cool, good for the rivalry.
Yeah.
But I think they may ultimately lose that by
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, Trav, we agree with that, buddy.
Yeah, Travis is right. Yeah, go to Florida, bud.
Yeah, no, again, I don't. That's not what I want. But so you know what I do want though?
What's that?
I want the greatest haircut of all time. Where would I go for that?
Josh's Barbershop. Josh, I don't know if you're listening. I don't think you are. I guess we'll find out shortly. But I'm going to make an appointment very soon. Very soon. Football season's over. Finally got a little bit of time. It's time to get a cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and getting my
Scheduling it out.
my schedule now. 'Cause
Baseball starting up.
baseball's starting up, and I
Yeah.
can't wait. There's not only certain times I can do it, so I got to get them scheduled out here pretty soon.
What number, Joey, will you text to schedule that appointment?
Well, I already have the schedule, but if I needed the schedule, I would text 386-247-1430. 386-247-1430, and it'll be the best experience of all time. I truly love going there, man. Like, for multiple reasons. Like, I
Same.
love getting my haircut. Like, my haircut is just a one of the factors and reasons why I love going there.
Yeah.
But I still have his hat in my car because I told him I was going to stop by.
Oh, man.
And bring that to him. I actually may have a few minutes tomorrow to do that, so I'm gonna try. I'm really gonna try
Probably
hard.
need to do that.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
gonna
can.
really try to do that.
I'm gonna be getting one soon. So if you can't, I can. So let me know.
Yeah, but man, just tip top. Number one. Yeah, our sponsors are as good as it gets, man. They really are. Always does anything he can to help the local community as well. Any of the fishing tournaments or sponsors for baseball, stuff like that. Like
he does a lot of unspoken stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of it is actually unspoken. He I don't know if that's by design. I assume it is because he's a very
that's how
very
it is.
humble guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Go see him. 386-247-1430. Text him. He'll slide you that schedule. Jamie's going there Friday to get his haircut.
Is that the
Yeah.
the first one?
Yeah.
That's the one we were paying for?
Yep.
Have we paid for that yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Jamie, I promise we're going to pay for it.
I don't know.
Do I need to cash app him? I can cash app him.
Oh, you know what? No, I got it. We're good.
Let's pay for that tonight.
Yeah, got it. We can make that happen. I think
Yes.
I know a guy.
Let's do it. What we got next, man?
Let's talk. I think NFL.
Yeah, a little brief NFL. We'll probably get out of here a little bit earlier tonight. I guess it's already an hour, so
Yeah.
that's a lot of notes in there.
I thought I had more. I did not.
NFL.
Yeah, NFL.
Ravens, Steelers. Can we start there?
Let's start there.
I thought Pittsburgh's defense was incredible.
Yes.
They're really good.
Pittsburgh is extremely good.
How like brass is Mike Tomlin to run out Russ and for them to play the brand of football that they're playing? Sharp, man. Gotta give him credit where it's due.
You have to.
It's,
You absolutely have to.
He's really good.
Yes.
What about the Chargers beating the Bengals? Sorry, I'm bouncing everywhere
No.
right now.
Well, so
I thought Pittsburgh's plan for Baltimore was really, really good.
yeah, it was. They see that. You know, they see them twice a year. They
Right.
know what's coming. Like they know. So that's the advantage of playing in that division is you have an idea of now stopping it and having a game plan to stop it are two different things.
I was just about to say that.
They have the manpower and they have the game plan to stop it more often than not, which is so impressive. To
They
me.
just I thought the recipe was, for those who didn't get to catch that game, don't let Derrick Henry get going.
Yes.
And that was it.
Yes.
Lamar was going to be Lamar. You cannot stop that. You
Nope.
can slow that down, but you can force Derrick Henry to not be the primary option.
Right.
They did that.
And they did it tremendously. They did a really good job of that. You said Cincinnati and L.A.
It was a good game.
It was a great game. So me and Tyler were texting throughout this game because I was telling him part of it's a little bit aggravating Tyler because you know his wife Michelle, who's wonderful by the way.
Yes.
But the cookies looked so good. Anyways, his wife Michelle is a big Cincinnati fan.
Right.
So part of me is just like a kind of like a troll
Yeah.
because it's fun and it gets Tyler fired up a little
Yeah.
bit. And so I'll talk bad about Joe Burrow a little bit and I'm like, I mean, what if this guy was good? Like really, what if Joe Burrow was good? They would be a pretty good team, right? And so we go back and forth and I'm like, he just does this, he does that, blah blah blah. And so they ended up coming back. He's got the game tying drive with like 4 minutes left. I said, okay, well, he's got the ball back with a chance to win. Let's see what happens here.
Right.
First play, my guy breaks 3 tackles in the backfield for sacks, gets out, throws an absolute dot to Chase Evans, is that his name?
Jamar Chase?
No.
Oh.
The running back. Chase Brown.
Chase Brown.
Yeah. Chase Brown who catches the ball in stride, turns upfield, and I was like, I just put LOL in the chat.
Yeah.
And then he called me immediately. He's like, bro, how can this be? How can he do that the second that you say that? And I was like, yeah. And then he goes down and leads the game tying drive. And, you know, it was just that game, honestly. So Cincinnati played terrible in the first half and so good in the second half.
Yeah.
And then LA was like, yeah. But what I did tell Tyler is and JT as well, because I've said this a lot about this fellow. But what I can admit right now is that Jim Harbaugh can coach football.
Yep.
I might not like him. He may be a dweeb and he may annoy me just looking at him. But the way he's handled Justin Herbert, who I think is a very good talent that's been in a very average quarterback.
Yeah.
He makes throws that very, very few humans on this planet can make, and then
Yeah.
he'll make throws that Felipe Franks used to make.
Yeah.
And so it's like
Who plays tight end now?
Yeah, who plays tight end now. He actually plays in the league.
Not bad.
But you never knew what you were going to get, and
Yeah.
he's been extremely, extremely consistent. They haven't asked him to do more than he was capable of doing.
I agree.
I think Jim's handled him so extremely well to the point where he's now getting like back into that first, second tier of quarterbacks.
I mean, you think with Harbaugh, like, yeah, he weirds me out with like catching the balls with the gloves on.
Right.
Like, oh my God, man, sit down. But that's his thing.
It is his
And
thing.
he has a connection with his quarterbacks. He clearly can get them
All of
ready.
his quarterbacks.
All of them that he's ever had.
Ever.
Yes.
I mean, going back to like
Garoppolo.
Yeah, like
Wasn't
San
Garoppolo there,
Diego.
like,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's like San Diego University, and then at
Yes.
Stanford, where I think he had Andrew Luck, maybe
I
actually.
think it was Andrew Luck.
That's crazy.
That's-
And then he had Colin Kaepernick and Alex Smith, and like, at what point has any of these guys ever been bad under him?
Right, J.J. McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy, like you made JJ McCarthy a stud.
Yeah.
don't-
Nobody's been bad at
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you. He deserves a little bit of recognition. Trav says, when are the Jags going to fire their coach? Or is Mr. Khan too busy trying to be a wrestling promoter to care?
brother, I don't know. That is baffling.
It has
to
to happen soon. Doug Peterson is a very nice guy by all accounts. I heard him. He spoke to us at the FCA event.
Same.
Him and his wife really. Well, you were there.
me. Oh yeah, yeah.
We were there together.
I was like, man, you heard that too? Yeah, same.
He was really awesome, wasn't he?
He was.
He was really good.
Seemed like a really good dude. I liked him.
Good dudes sometimes get you fired.
Yeah.
We say it all the time. He's a great kid. Great kid. Love the kid. They'll get you fired.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes not.
You got to win some games.
He does have a Super Bowl under his belt.
He does.
With
And
Nick Foles.
It may not be his fault, but he is not producing right now. And the Jaguars are not producing.
No, he's not. He had. I wish I should have put this in the show notes, but so I could put it in here. But he had an interview, and they asked him about. They said who told Mr. Khan that this is the most talented team that Jacksonville's ever had, and he just looked. And they're like, "Were you in the office?" And he's like, "No, I'm not privy to those conversations." I was like, "Oh my god." He did have Luck handing out the power off once every 3 plays. Yes. Doug Peterson said in week 6, we need a culture change. Who sets the culture? Dougie Fresh.
They don't play hard. You know how hard Florida plays
Yeah.
on defense? They do not play hard, man.
They really don't.
I watched Cisco, I believe, have an opportunity to make a tackle at the goal line and just start jogging to the sideline. And I was like, ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, that ain't good. That's not
bad.
good.
That is, I mean, I'm talking about like it may have been like a collision, Joey, like at the 1 and
Right.
probably was getting in. But instead of going to, like to make that collision,
You just
he just like
Peeled off and
he
jogged
literally
it.
like conceded it.
right.
I was like, what if you put your helmet on the football, the ball comes out, like maybe just be a pro and finish the play?
Right.
No, culture's bad. They gotta do something really really fast.
That's a guy that should have not been there for several years, though.
Correct.
Honestly.
I did not know Lamar was 2-5 against the Steelers. My dad with another nugget. That's
Yeah.
a bomb. Did you know that?
I knew his record was not good. I couldn't remember if it was that
I
or
know it's 3 games under.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mike Tomlin, baby. There was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, Jacksonville. Listen, it starts with Balky. Trent Balky's got to go.
Oh yeah,
The GM.
yeah.
He's the worst GM in football.
He's terrible.
He's been the worst GM in football everywhere he's ever been. So how does he land this job? How does he how do you
They
continue
just
to give this guy a
recycle
job?
them. They just recycle them, just like coaches. They just get recycled. They do a poor job and they get the next job.
Yeah,
it's insane to me. Sometimes experience isn't good.
No. Sometimes
Like if your experience is really bad,
Right.
It shouldn't count.
no.
I'd
Trash.
rather have somebody with no experience than 10 years of being really bad. I know who
I
you are.
I say this all the time. If I know the known and I don't think it's good enough, give me the unknown all day, every day.
Yeah, like you've done this. You've done a poor job for a decade.
With 3 different teams now.
Like
You
why?
are who you are.
Yeah, you're consistently bad, and that's fine. Somewhere else,
Yeah.
can't be here.
No. Absolutely.
Give me the person
not.
that's like unproven or for cheap. I don't know, man.
Even if it's not cheap, I don't care. I want something that's not the same.
yeah. Yes, there it is. Boom. He said it better than I could.
Yeah. Bad experience is worse than no experience. Yep. Talk
Bingo.
to me.
Yeah. Fact.
Talk to me.
Never been a head coach. Yeah, but he hasn't lost 40% of his game.
60, 70, 80% of his games.
Yeah, like we're good.
Anything else that you can think of?
Not really, man. I just love the sitters. I love you guys. Appreciate your
That's
support constantly. We probably should have did that earlier. Man, we appreciate y'all's support. I love seeing the names in the chat, and then I get the text messages later, and then it's just good, man. Just real good. We'll talk to everyone one more time before Thanksgiving.
Next week.
So we won't do it. We won't do it yet. Do we want to? We tried to do the turkey thing last time. No one gave us a name. Try to give out food. Remember?
We did try to do that.
No one gave us anything. It's not. We'll still ask if you know of someone who could benefit from like
you
a turkey or a ham or something like that. Don't put it in the chat. Send it to us. We can do it discreet, and
Yeah.
we'll
Text one of us or put it in the DMs on our Twitter page or
we'll
Facebook.
try to take care of it. If you know someone that would benefit from that, it would be cool to give back a little bit. We are in a position where we can. So,
Yep.
let us know. Oh, and the duck race. We didn't forget about the duck race.
No, the duck race is coming.
It does require Tyler, to be honest with you. I don't know how else to say that. We have to learn how to do that. We are in the process of learning how to do that.
I think I could do that one actually, but we're not doing it tonight.
I wish you'd have said that an hour ago.
I would have to set it all up beforehand because it would take me like 12 minutes where it takes him like 12 seconds.
Yeah. Well, we are going to do the duck race for the $50 gift card to Brown Sports. So It will be can we say next week, Thanksgiving? We'll do it then.
It's a great time to do it.
It's a good time to do it.
If Tyler's back next week, we'll do it next week.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep. That it? We good?
We're good, man. Appreciate you guys. Love you all.
Absolutely. Good call on that. That's going to be it for tonight's Sitters. This has been Joey Edge with no Tyler Rolfe. But that's okay. We still love him anyways. With Chris Martinez, and we are Front Porch Sitting. See you next time, Sitters.